Hey everyone, this is Arya again. I'm sorry it's been such a long time since I've been able to make any videos. I've had a lot going on. First off, my mom and I have moved to a completely different part of the state. I've been busy trying to get set up with new doctors and, all the fun stuff that comes along with being a TN sufferer. And of course, with TN and with everything changing comes the extra flares, the depression that comes because of the flares, and it's just been a really, really tough few months for myself. I recently found out that my TN has spread. It's no longer just in my lower jaw area, it is now going through my nose. And I've also developed both types of TN, unfortunately. So most meds aren't working for me anymore. I'm hoping to be able to be an MVD candidate, hopefully soon. We'll see about that. But I just wanted to stop in and say hi and see how y'all have been. There was a point in time where I thought I was going to stop making these videos. However, I've had a few warriors come and talk to me. They've, recently gotten diagnosed and they found my videos online and they just needed someone to help them. And so it really made me realize that it's a good thing that there are people out there that do these types of things, make the videos, make the blogs, let others know that they aren't alone. I remember when I was first diagnosed, I had nowhere and no one to go to. All I had was at WebMD, which of course is a horrible, horrible site. It'll make you think you have everything under the sun. The horror stories that you find about TN on the internet can scare anybody. I had anxiety attacks just constantly on a loop through my head. What if it's a tumor? What if it's MS? What if, what if, what if? And luckily, I'm one of the ones who does not have MS or a tumor. For some reason, my TN just set in. I'm pretty sure it was from having my wisdom teeth removed. But anyway, so yeah, I've had a few people come and ask me questions, and it's been amazing getting to help somebody, getting to talk to somebody and let them know that, hey, it's going to be okay. You're in for a really long road, but you're not alone. You'll never, ever be alone. There are so many of us out there that are willing to help you and fight with you and for you. And whatever I can do to help, I'm so grateful that I can. I suggest people to support groups on different social media sites, just whatever. A lot of people have come to me with questions on why doesn't my doctor believe me? Why won't my doctor help me? Everything that we've all faced before, those same questions. And unfortunately, it sucks to have to tell them there are a lot of doctors out there who aren't very well knowledged in trigeminal neuralgia, and those that are the ones that try to fit us into a box when we all know we don't fit into a box. Our symptoms, our pain, it all varies from person to person. And so it's hard to have to tell that to somebody that, hey, these people that you're supposed to be able to trust with everything, they may not always be your most reliable backer. And you kind of have to take it into your own hands. You have to learn to fight for yourself, to tell your doctors, hey, this is my body. I'm not some textbook you read about all these years ago. I'm a person experiencing these things. I recently had a very traumatic experience myself. I went to the ER one day when I was in between finding a new doctor and I didn't have meds or anything. And so it was my last choice. I let myself sit in a flare for over a week before finally deciding to go to the hospital. And of course, I get the worst of the worst. This guy comes in. He's a nurse practitioner, and, first thing he asks is, are you even sure it's TN? Have you gone to all these different doctors? And not in a kind of, I'm just wondering way, but more in a rude, oh God, here's another person trying to self-diagnose kind of way. And I had to tell him I was confirmed by 3 different doctors, along with the fact that the pain in my face has not gone away. And he just wanted to be extraordinarily rude with me. He wanted to say, well, so what is it exactly that you do? And I told him the meds that I'm on, how they help me, and my limitations, my triggers. And he's like, oh, you're saying you can't even work or go to school, can't you even at least take a desk job, talk on the phone? Well, no, I can't. Talking's a very big trigger point for me. And of course, he goes to give me my medication. And unfortunately, I do know the difference between IV and, into the skin type of medication, different shots. I had to learn those very quickly. And for me, morphine IV is going to work faster than just giving me the shot through the arm. And he, looked at me as if I was a drug addict for knowing the difference. No, I'm not a drug addict. I am somebody who's been dealing with this for going on 2 years now. I've had to learn what will and won't work. I'm sorry about that. I get that there's a lot of people out there who are seekers. It just sucks that those of us who aren't are paying the price. So, yeah, he was fun to have to deal with for 2 hours. I'm already in a 1 week flare, I think. And he just made me feel about this big. And my poor mom, she wanted to hit him so badly, but of course, can't resort to violence. All I could do was leave a complaint, which I doubt had much effect, but hey. And I'm lucky enough that I have found a great doctor out here, a great pain management specialist. He unfortunately has a lot of patients with TN that are, as young or not, if not younger than I am. And so he's really good. He knows what he's doing. He's helping me fight in order to get in to see a good neurologist and a good neurosurgeon. So I'm just kind of waiting for the ball to keep rolling on that. But while I'm waiting, it's difficult. Like I said, I do suffer from anxiety and depression. Most days I'm lucky if I can get up off the couch and wash a dish. I'm lucky if I can brush my own teeth sometimes. And it sucks. It really, really sucks because I was in college. I was studying to be a doctor. I had my whole life planned and it just all got derailed. And so now I feel like I'm this bum that can't do anything. And my mom goes to work every single day. She pays for everything. And in all honesty, I can't contribute. I've thought about rejoining the workforce, and it's really funny. It's almost as if my TN knows when those thoughts are creeping in, because those are when, the lightning and the just bolt electricity decide to attack. That's when they decide to get their worst. But it's a horrible feeling, just feeling like you're useless, like you're just kind of a waste of space. And, I try to remind other people that it's okay to go through that. It's okay. You're not a waste of space. You didn't ask for this. This is just your new normal. And eventually you'll find what's going to work for you. You have to learn to accept your new limitations. But as easy as it is for me to say that to other people, I can't say it to myself. I expect so much more of myself. And my mom, she tries so hard to tell me it's okay. You do what you can when you can. And that's what I appreciate out of you. But I see it, sometimes the stress that I could help relieve if I could just go out and get a job, just the house isn't always clean. And I can't help, and it's not fair of me to leave it all on her shoulders. And so I feel bad all the time. I have nephews and a niece that I want more than anything to see grow up. I want to be there. I want to be able to participate. So on my good days, I do try to be out there. However, that comes with its consequences. I have other family members that are like, you can go out and see these kids and things like that, but you can't come visit us. And it's kind of like, I'm sorry, I have to pick my battles. And as much as I'd love to be able to be the person that can be like, oh yeah, I can, do this, this, and this, I don't get to make future plans, really. Not anymore. I can say now basically now what I can say is I'll try. Maybe. Hopefully, if I have a good day. But making promises just isn't something that I have the luxury of anymore. So it's hard. It's very, very hard. I've I've got days where I'm just like, I don't want to be awake. I just want to sleep the whole day away. It's better than having to wake up and face the pain, face any of it. I have had, thoughts of suicide. I think a lot of us have had those thoughts. It's the pain, it's the feeling that you're a burden, and it gets to be too much sometimes. I am happy to say that I haven't had those thoughts in a few months, which is wonderful, but it's not something to ever be ashamed of. I mean, pain is pain. And when you feel all alone, it's hard to talk those demons out of your head. I have family that's there for me, that loves me. A lot of us do. So a lot of us, have people who give up on us. Either way, though, that this is your battle. They can be there with you, but they can't experience the pain with you. They can't experience the loss of the life that you once had. So that's why I do this. That's why I make these videos. That's why I make my blog. Because there are those people out there that feel completely and utterly lost, isolated. It can be too much, too overwhelming, and I want those people to know there are people that are willing to help you and hold your hand, walk you through it, whatever you might need, that do experience this pain right alongside you. Another thing that I wanted to make note of is I've also had people come forward to tell me about their things, and they feel almost shamed about their pain because they don't fit a box. Doctors make them feel crazy. Again, TN, we don't fit boxes. And that's one thing I think that doctors really hate about us, is that we do not fit a textbook. So whatever it is you might have learned, it doesn't matter. We're all different. I've experienced that with other TNers as well. They'll say, well, take me for example. I do get helped by narcotic pain medication. I've had people attack me because of that. They say TN isn't helped by that. You must not have TN. Yes, it is. There are types of TN that can be helped by pain medication. I get that there are others who don't get any relief from it, but that doesn't give you the right to go and make somebody feel bad for having to take these types of medications in order to feel better. And to make somebody feel less than, you're as bad as the doctors if you're going to do that to somebody. It's not fair. You make people not want to reach out for help. And that nobody should ever feel that way. Nobody should ever feel like they can't ask for something because they're afraid of being judged. That's what keeps us from going to the hospitals. That's what keeps us from reaching out to other people. And that's not how it should be. This battle is hard enough as is, without us making it harder on the others that suffer. So, like I was saying, I've had a lot of people come and tell me, well, my doctors say I don't strictly fit. Well, I show the doctor this video, show the doctor the support groups that are out there. None of us fit. I mean, a lot of us, we do have a certain characteristic, which is the pain, but nobody feels the pain the same way. Nobody has it in the same spots or for the same amount of time or are helped by the exact same medication regimen. It's a wild card, basically. And it takes a lot, but I do believe that there are doctors out there that are willing to fight for us. And that's what I've been telling the people that have been coming to me is, hey, it might take a few doctors that you're going to have to go through before you can find someone that's willing to help you, but they are out there. I promise you. I have happened to have found 2 amazing pain management specialists, one in my old hometown and the one here where I live now. I've had a lot of people come forward that are the same age group as I am, and they're like, the doctors don't believe it can be the case because I'm so young, or, they don't want to put me on the medications because I'm so young. Age doesn't discriminate. I'm sorry, no. TN does not discriminate. I said that wrong. I'm very sorry. TN does not discriminate. It doesn't care if you're a day old or 100 years old. It just is. I think a lot of the research on the age thing is wrong. I think there might be a lot of young people out there who don't come forward because they just don't know what to do. But if you were in the support groups that I am in, you will see there are so many of us that, were either diagnosed really, really young or are really young when it started. I got sick at 23 and I'll be 25 in a couple of months. So, again, those boxes, they don't really matter. Anyway, I know I've been kind of rambling about this, and I'm sorry about that. I just really wanted to come back and make a video for all of you guys and to let you know, don't ever forget that we're warriors. We've got this. We're going to be okay. And as long as, there are people out there willing to fight, there's always hope. I pray that one day there will be a cure, or at least a medication that will definitely work. That'd be nice. But you're not alone. You're never ever going to be alone. And if you guys ever need anything, I'm always available. You can, message me on here. I do have an Instagram account. I have Facebook. I have my blog. Whatever you guys may need, I'm more than happy to add you onto all the support groups so that I can, help you find doctors, whatever. Just don't think you have to be by yourself in this life. You don't. There are so many of us out there willing to help. All it takes is just a little reaching out. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get going. It was really good to get to make this video, and I hope this helps somebody somewhere along the way. And just remember, we're TN strong. We're warriors, and we're always going to be warriors. And I hope y'all have a good day. Bye.